Hey y'all, welcome back to the Life of T. I am T, of course, and if you're new here, thank you for joining, and if you're returning, thank you as well. Today's video, we are going to be discussing saying no to hustle culture. Grab your wine, your water, whatever your choice of beverage is, and let's get into this video. Okay, so what is hustle culture? So in my words, it is, I know people have different variations of it, but it is working 24/7, you know, in grind mode, all gas, no brakes, all of that. Just very much into just working nonstop because you have this goal of, if I work, you know, extra hard, then all these things that I want are going to just pop off. And then the problem with that is it creates this mindset of, oh, if I'm not doing anything, then I must be lazy. No, that is not true. I feel like, you know, there's a big difference between being lazy and having rest. Rest is important because if you're not resting, then your body is going to force you to rest. And then once it gets to that point, that's no fun. I know as kids, or I don't know about you, but I know me as being a kid, you know, you're taught to go to school, go to college, get a good job, all of that, and then you just basically work until you die. And how is that any fun? And also as a kid, you know, you're taught that, oh, of course you got to do your chores and all of that, but you just always have to be doing something. That has trickled into my adult years. Like anytime that I am rested, I'm like feeling guilty because I feel like I have to be doing something. I need to be, you know, occupying my mind 24 hours of the day. I need to be having a full schedule 24 hours of the day, and that's not true. Rest is so important, but in the hustle culture, rest does not exist. It's the I can sleep when I die. No baby, we sleeping right now. We sleeping right now because I'm tired right now and I'm gonna sleep. I'm shooting for 8 to 9 hours, okay? We're just not doing it. So that is my definition of it. So how can you get away from that feeling? I know it can be hard because like I said, I am working on that as well, and you just have this built up trauma like, oh, I just got to work, you know, be pounding yourself in the ground. No. Some good ways to get out of that is to know that regardless of how hard I work, things are gonna work out for me. I feel like, you know, people think that, you know, you just have to work extra hard, but that's not necessarily true. One, God will show up and show out, and he will answer your unanswered prayers. Like at the least expected times, he will answer those. So just keep praying, keep having faith, also working, but not feeling like you just have to work just over the top, because my God is faithful, okay? And then also the way you can get out of that is knowing that, you know, your name can be brought into rooms that you've never even stepped foot in. Networking, you know, building relationships with people. You never know if whatever you give off to somebody, they may say, oh, this person, they're smart, they're educated, they have a good vibe about them. You know, I may mention their name to so-and-so and see what they can do for them. So not necessarily always working hard will do anything. I think people think that if they're not doing anything, then that means then things won't work out for them. Like I said, they will. You just never know. I know people like to manifest. I don't really like to use that word. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm all about prayer and having faith. But I know people like to manifest things to happen in their life as well, and that's true. You may, for example, you can see people, now I know this is probably a bad example, but I'm gonna give it because they have the work ethic like no other. Now y'all know rappers that's probably been in your hometown, been rapping for 10, 12 years, and it never got them nowhere. Why am I using this as an example? It's because they hustle. They be hustling their butts off. But did they get their record deal? Did they not? No, they didn't. Some of them eventually did because it was their timing, but a lot of them be working hard and not getting anywhere. So you could be hustling, and where does it get you? Like, you have to learn to slow down. You have to learn to listen to your body, like I was saying. You have to learn that, unlearn the mindset of that I just gotta grind, because no. And it's hard. Just start to do things that make you happy. You know, just find hobbies where you can unwind and things like that, and stuff that takes your mind off of work. That's just, to me, the best thing to kind of unlearn those unhealthy habits. I believe that sometimes, you know, we're looking at people on the internet. Social media is one heck of a drug. You see the lifestyles that other people have, and a lot of them will attribute it to, oh, I was just working so hard, I've been putting in all this time. And so us regular people see that and we're like, oh, I want that lifestyle, I want to be that person, I want to have those nice things. Even with celebrities, you know, they're on tour a lot, they're doing a lot of movies, they're doing all of that. Some of them don't prioritize rest either, and I'm just not about that. Yes, I want to have nice things. Yes, I want to live my soft girl, black girl luxury life, but I'm not going to compromise myself for that. Sometimes I would be running myself in the ground, having too much on my plate, and then I'm overwhelmed. I get very easily overwhelmed. That's number one. And so I would just be, you know, having these feelings of overwhelmness, and just like, well, I'll just push through it, it'll be fine next week roll around and still not fine. You ever catch yourself saying that, like, oh, I'm gonna just get through this week, and then next week go slow down for me? Baby, we'll be saying that for months and years, and it never slows down. But I had to teach myself, like, how can you be your best self if you're not resting? How can you be your best self if you're just on the go all the time? And it's not to say that you can't work hard to achieve the things that you want. It's not to say don't work hard. It's not to say just be out here living on somebody's couch. That's not what I'm saying. But in order to be your best self, you have to rest. That's when you can think the most, or the best. That's when you can think the best. That's when you can be your most creative self. That's when you can, you know, start that business that you want to do, all those things. But even after that, you still need to make sure you're taking time for yourself, doing things that, you know, help you to unwind and reset. That's very important. I've seen now that a lot of people are, you know, shying away from the hustle culture. It's not as popular as it used to be, and I think that's good, because we're human. We are not robots. You only get one life. You got to take care of it. You got to feed into it, pour into it, water it, grow it like a flower. You have to do all those things to take care of yourself, because you don't want to get up in old age and start having all of these issues because you were running yourself through the ground when you were younger. Because I hate to say it, we all getting older out here. I mean, from the time we took our first breath, we all been getting older. So it's important to just make sure we're taking care of ourselves as a whole. These days, as a content creator, I'm going on 3 years, which is amazing. But I often can compare myself to other people, because I'm like, wow, they are posting 2-3 reels a day, pictures, all that, which is nothing wrong with that. But it's hard for me to fit it into my life, because I do work a 9 to 5. I am a parent, and, you know, also trying to create content. And I used to run myself into the ground trying to do this. Even when I batch shoot, which is, you know, shooting all of your content in one day, or, you know, over a course of a few days. Even when I would do that, it still was a lot for me. So I started beating myself up, because I'm like, man, I'm not posting every day. How am I supposed to get out here if I'm not being consistent? But you know what I say? Consistency looks different for everyone. Someone posting every day, that's for them. Someone posting 2 to 3 times a day, that's for them. Someone posting once every other day or once a week, that it looks different for everyone. You at least have to start somewhere, but that doesn't mean you have to just be doing it all. And I had to learn that. Like, I still, you know, post as much as I can during the week. I still, you know, try to do the best shooting and all of that, but I just learned to not beat myself up so much about, you know, trying to do it all. And it's a working process. Like I said, you have to unlearn behaviors, toxic behaviors, bad habits, all of that gets programmed into your brain, and you think, oh, this is just, you know, what I'm supposed to do. But no, baby, prioritize their rest, say no to the hustle culture. We just not doing it. We are living a life, as the people say, a soft girl life, okay? And still believing that everything is gonna come to us, because that's just what it is. If it's meant for you, it's for you, okay? Okay, y'all, so that's all I got. I hope y'all enjoyed my rambling and ranting, but I just want to stress to y'all how important it is to say no to that hustle culture, okay? That's all I was getting at with this video. I hope that y'all did like it though, for real. If y'all do want to see more of these videos, let me know. I truly enjoy creating, truly enjoy all of this. So don't forget to hit that notification bell to know when I'm posting the next video, and subscribe. You already here, so subscribe. Like this video, share, all of those things, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.